Go, run.
Go, Jay. Burn it up, buddy.
Go, go, go.
Watch
go,
for the
go,
turn.
Go, go, go.
You got him. That's yours.
Hi, my name is Jaden.
Hi, I'm RC. Today we are going to talk to you about the basics of soccer.
RC, how did soccer begin?
The very first version of the game was created in China in the 3rd and 4th century. Soccer was named Su Chu. Another version of soccer was created in England by King Edward II and was later banned in London by the King. The earliest clear version of the game was developed in Edinburgh, Scotland, and was created in 1672 through 1673. Today, soccer was standardized by the Football Association in England on October 26, 1863.
What are some of the regulations for today's game, RC?
Let's start off with the simpler regulation, Jaden, which would be the ball. The circumference of the ball must be 68 to 70 centimeters, and the weight must be 410 to 450 grams. The ball can be made out of leather or similar materials. Next, the field.
How big does the field need to be?
The field must be between 90 and 120 meters long, and by 45 and 90 meters wide. The goals have to be 7.32 meters long and 2.44 meters high. The diameter of the center circle of the playing field is 18.30 meters.
So how many players play on a team, RC?
The official rules state that there must be 10 outfielders and 1 goalie. There can be a minimum of 7 outfielders and 1 goalie. The goalie must wear a different color so he can be easily identified. Jaden, there are some rules to the game. I obviously need to explain what fouls and penalties are. For instance, you cannot slide tackle from behind, no pushing, shoving, or tripping. Also, you cannot pinch, poke, or do anything to get the opponent to lose his or her temper and focus during the match.
Sparta! Yeah! Yeah!
If you break any of these rules, you could be carded. A yellow card means that you have been given a warning. A red card results in disqualification. After 1 yellow card, you get a red card. For example, slide tackles from behind usually result in a red card, but a slide tackle from the front is a clean move.
Welcome to the Week 7 edition of Instant Replay, where we review the most controversial calls of the week. I'm Simon Borg. We start with the match at the center of all the attention this week. Buckshaw Stadium, San Jose against Real Salt Lake. 29th minute, Fabian Espindola leaves his feet to make this totally unnecessary 2-footed studs-up tackle on San Jose's Sam Cronin. No doubt for referee Elias Bazakos, red card. But it was the second ejection in this game which caused the most debate. 69th minute, RSL's Jamison Olave catches up to San Jose's Steven Lenhart running towards goal. The Quakes forward falls to the ground on contact, and the referee, who's some 30 yards behind the play, issues a red card. We checked in with the referee department. There's no question about this. If in the opinion of the referee there was a foul committed against Lenhart, it was an obvious goal-scoring opportunity and Olave should be dismissed. But was it a foul to begin with? True, Lenhart grabs a handful of Olave's shorts, but at the same time, Olave nudges his shoulder into Lenhart's back. This new angle shows us how Lenhart's body reacts to the impulse of that push. I feel it's a good call, but surely the debate won't end here. Next, there were a handful of ejections in Los Angeles, and frankly little debate surrounding any of them. Here's Philadelphia's Keon Daniel with a wild tackle on Chivas USA's Ryan Smith, endangering the safety of an opponent. Straight red. If you thought that was bad, check out what Philly's Gabriel Farfan pulls off on this tackle on James Riley. Add a headbutt to boot on Ryan Smith, and the disciplinary committee might tack on something extra here. And lastly, Union manager Peter Novak gets in on the action. By rule, there's no formal red card for coaches or other non-playing staff, but he was asked to leave the field of play by the ref. A coach taking the field, not necessarily grounds for automatic dismissal. That's to the discretion of the referee. Now, we head to Vancouver. Some called for a red card on Dallas's Carlos Rodriguez for bringing down Sebastian Letou. But although he was the last defender, it's not an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Yellow is the right call by Edvin Jurasevich. We head to Toronto now, 50th minute, and Chicago's Marco Papa sends this elbow into the face of Toronto's Matt Stinson. Not every contact above the neck is a red card, but the intention is clear here, and it was off the ball. Papa should have been off. We'll see if the disciplinary committee acts here.
So do all the players just run around and try to get the ball?
I'll explain the positions of the field from the top of the field to the goalie. First, the forwards. The forwards are usually the fastest players with the best ball handling skills. Next, the midfielders. The midfielders need to be good at crossing in the offense, and they must operate in front of the defensive line. Next is the defensive line. The defensive line needs to be able to mark the opposing team's forwards or midfielders and be good at crossing in the offense. Now the sweeper. The sweeper needs a good understanding of the game and have strong leadership abilities. Finally, the goalie. The job of the goalie is to prevent the opposing team from scoring and needs to be quick on his or her feet and have good reflexes.
McManaman again, on to Shearer, now Barmby. Good football from England. Wise. Redknapp. Goodness me, have you ever seen anything like that in your life from a goalkeeper? That is quite the most remarkable piece of goalkeeping I have ever seen.
From the master of the unpredictable.
So Jaden, let's go play a game.
Hold on, RC. Before you practice or game, you must warm up and stretch your playing muscles. Stretching helps improve flexibility and also prevents injuries. You should stretch until it feels a bit uncomfortable and then pull back slightly. The stretch should be held for 8 seconds. Remember, no bouncing, just hold the stretch.
So not like this, Jaden?
No, RC. No, RC. Not like that. First, stretch your hamstrings, which are located on the back of your legs. To stretch the hamstrings, cross your legs, bend over at the waist, and touch your toes. Oh, it is weird. Next, the quadriceps, which are located on the front of your legs. To stretch the quadriceps, stand on one leg and pull the other foot behind as is bent. Press the hip of the bent leg slightly forward. Now you need to stretch the back. To stretch the back, stand with your legs apart and look as far over one shoulder as you can. And twist your body in that direction and hold it for 8 seconds. Lastly, the groin. To stretch the groin, sit down and place the soles of the feet together with your knees to the sides. Lean forward and try to press down lightly on your knees.
Now can we finally start the game, Jaden?
Not yet, RC. After you stretch, you should do some running. Complete all the types of running that we'll use in a game, such as forward, backward, sideways, and shuffling sideways. Finish by hopping and then jumping to hit an imaginary ball. After running, do exercises that increase circulation and your body temperature to warm up the muscles, such as sit-ups, push-ups, and jumping jacks. These exercises improve your strength and give your heart and lungs a workout.
Hi guys, I'm Joey Matina. Today I'm going to talk to you and show you a fun exercise that improves soccer skills for kids. Okay guys, so this is a fun, easy exercise for getting your kids to work on their ball skills. Basically, if you have a practice, have everybody have a ball. Alright, you're going to start with toe taps. You want the ball to stay still, you don't want the ball to move around. Alright, this is in place. As soon as you get better, tell your kids it's a competition, you have to go as fast as they can without moving the ball. Alright? But don't let them go faster if they're not getting the correct tap on the ball. Alright? Once they get better, have them drag the ball with them. So say, alright, we're going to move backwards every time. And you want them to keep their heads up. You can't look at the ball. Alright? Same thing, as they get better, try to get them to go faster. You can go forwards with that move, so you go backwards, forwards. Alright, make it fun for the kids. Make it a challenge, make it a competition. First one, 20 yards, the fastest wins, without making any mistakes, of course. Alright, so that's one ball skill exercise. The next one is just simple touches in between the feet. Alright, the key with this one is you don't want to be looking down the whole time. You want to tell them to look up. They should know where the ball is with their feet. As they get better, they should go faster and faster. Alright? Same as the last one, you can get them to move. Go backwards and come forwards. Alright? Just getting a lot of touches on the ball is the best way to improve the ball skills for the kids. I'm Joey Matina, and that was Ball Skills for Kids.
Now we can play a game RC.
Finally.
Tired.
Ooh, Jaden, I'm pooped.
RC. Soccer games are intense. Soccer players train for the game. A player runs about 5 to 8 miles during a game. Players run hard every 30 seconds and sprint at top speed every 90 seconds. The types of movement a player does must depend on the player's position. The closer an exercise is to a movement in the sport, the better trained that muscle will be.
I guess I'm not very well trained, Jay.
To play the game RC, players need fuel. The body is 1/3 to 1/2 of its stored energy during the game. Eating a high carbohydrate meal 3 to 4 hours before a game gives the player enough energy to play.
Hey Jaden, I was wondering, what are some of the benefits of soccer?
Well, RC, many kids today have health risks due to obesity and inactivity. Soccer is a sport that encourages kids to turn off the TV and Xbox, get off the couch and get some exercise.
Hello, couch potato, what have you done today? If you listen to me, you will be no chubby. Watching all the sports on television will not make you lean and fit. If you continue your big expansion, in your trousers you will split. But at least you're running to the kitchen to binge on your midnight snack. When the Frigidaire is rated empty, to the living you roll back. Hello, couch potato, what have you done today? If you listen to me, you will be no chubby. Enchiladas, sí señor, burritos guacamole, fajitas chocolate, Pepto-Bismol, por favor. Why don't you go live far in the forest? There's no pizza delivery. You can rub your back and your tummy like a grizzly on a tree. I know deep inside you really love animals if they're well done. Just because you are a heavy veggie doesn't mean you can't have fun. Oh, konnichiwa, couch potato. Hello, couch potato, what have you got to say? Why don't you shake your spuds and go take on the day? Go take on the day.
Okay, Jaden. Are there any more benefits to playing soccer?
Playing soccer is a way to make friends and being involved in sports. Promotes self-esteem. Athletes are often more careful about taking care of themselves and avoiding habits that can distract them from their game. Self-confidence and pride are other positive results of soccer. Soccer players develop a team attitude and become protective of each other. They care about the other team members and look out for them in other areas of life besides soccer. Hey, break it up. Soccer is a game of skill.
And one that has many benefits.
Especially for those who play the game.
Thank you.
Right there, Jay! Oh!